Good morning, everyone. My name is Choi from Yonsei University College of Nursing in South Korea. The title of this study is Development of an Online-Based Transition Care Program for Adolescents with Spina Bifida. This work was supported by the National Research Foundation of Korea. More than 85% of children with spina bifida survive into adulthood, but they have experienced difficulties in transition to adulthood. Most of the previous study on transition care program for spina bifida focused on the effects of the intervention, but it is difficult to find studies that systematically present the program develop process. Therefore, a developmental study is required to systematically demonstrate the development process of the transition care program for spina bifida. Considering the COVID-19 pandemic situation, it would be especially useful to develop an online-based transition care program. This study aimed to develop an online-based transition care program with a systematic approach for adolescents with spina bifida. The online-based transition care program was developed using the intervention mapping approach. Intervention mapping approach is a systematic approach to developing evidence-based and practice-based program. The 6 steps are like this. Step 1, to identify the problem of transition, we conducted a review of the theory and literature. Also, we recruited a multidisciplinary panel like this for the development and improvement of the program. Step 2, based on the result of the first step, the program objectives and outcomes were specified. After this, Content Validity Index (CVI) was conducted by the multidisciplinary panel, and the results were acceptable. Step 3, the research team established a theoretical framework clearly in this step. Step 4, details of the topics, scope, other sequence of the transition care program, effectiveness, delivery methods, performance, implementation strategies were determined during this step. Also, CBI was checked again. Step 5, we developed the plan for the application of specific methods in the program and discussed the barriers and facilitators for the program. Step 6, we made the evaluation plan clear by deciding the measurement of method for evaluating the effectiveness of the program. These are our results. Step 1, the 5 general problems affecting the transition of spina bifida were follows: healthcare issues, medical treatment related issues, daily and school life, preparing for the future, relationships with family members. The program objectives were established in the second step, healthcare initiative, redefining relationships with friends and family, preparing for independence with the family, exploring education courses and occupations. Step 3, the framework of the transition care program were presented based on the life course model by Swanson in 2010 for spina bifida. We expected that adolescents with spina bifida can improve their self-management, personal and social relationships, and education and employment by this transition care program, and eventually they can achieve their successful transition. Step 4, our program was developed as a 6-week program and takes 40 minutes to 100 minutes for each session, like this table. The intervention involved multiple teaching methods, including lectures, discussion, role playing, and group activities. The first and the last week session are individual family program. At the beginning of the program, after watching the animation clip for transition, adolescents and their parents will establish um, uh, the individual transition plans and goals through discussion with our research team. At the final week, we will meet together again and check their achieving their plans and goals. I'd like to share our animation clip to explain our transition program.
Healthcare transition program for children and youth with spina bifida. How well do you know about your health condition? Without help from your parents?
This
When you become
video
an adult
shows
and live
what
independently
transition
from your
is,
parents, what should you be able
what
to do
should
for
be
yourself?
prepared for successful
And what
transition.
preparations would you
Based on the
need?
concepts of our program, we are
Have you heard of
explaining
healthcare
it
transition?
easily and simply.
Healthcare transition is the process of preparing to take care of your own health independent of your parents' care. It doesn't happen all at once. You're young. Big steps. Then, for those 3 steps, shall we take a look at how to prepare? 1. Do you know the name of the chronic condition that you have? Explain what type of condition you have and which symptoms you have. 2. How do you take care of bladder management?
Yeah, I'm sorry that I couldn't share you the entire video clip due to the time limitation. Step 5, the feasibility study would be used a quasi-experimental pre-post design, 12 adolescents per group. The eligibility criteria are as follows. Finally, to measure the effectiveness of the program, we will measure the appropriate concepts based on the framework of the program. Conclusion. This program, which was developed with a systematic approach in this study, could be effectively fundamental data in developing an intervention program which can guide the transition of spina bifida. The feasibility of this transition care program is tested currently in pilot study. Thank you for your attention.